A very good morning, student. Myself, Mrs. Dipali, standard 8 student. Today we'll start your first chapter of history, Introduction to the Parliamentary System. Within that first introduction, see children, the function of the legislature is to make laws. The executive implements the law and the judiciary provides justice. The functions of these organs, their jurisdiction and limitation on their power and the interrelationship between these organs are decided by the constitution. It is the nature of their interrelationship that determines the system of government adopted in a particular country. There are two main types of government system that are followed: parliamentary system and presidential system. So first we learn about the parliamentary system of the government. The parliamentary system of the government developed primarily in England. The English constitution is an unwritten constitution. The governance is carried out in accordance with traditions and custom and convention. The British Parliament is an institution that has evolved over a period of time. The parliamentary system of government, having its roots in Parliament, is considered as a contribution of England. India has adopted this parliamentary system. We can see some broad similarities in the parliamentary system of England and parliamentary system of India. But when looked at in an institutional level, the Indian parliamentary system is different in its content. Let us understand these characteristics. The parliamentary system is a system of governance. The legislature of the central government is known as the parliament. The Indian Parliament is composed of President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Members of Lok Sabha are directly elected by people. The number of members in this house are fixed. Elections to the Lok Sabha are held at regular intervals. All political parties contest this election. The party which gets more than half of the seat is considered as the majority party. The majority party forms the government. Sometimes when no party gets a clear majority, some parties come together to form a majority and they can establish the government. Here you can take the example of current of Maharashtra, Shiv Sena and Bhajpa. When they came together and they will form their own government. This kind of a government is known as the conditional government. In this way, candidates directly elected by people become members of the legislature and the party in the majority gets a chance to form the government. The leader of the majority party becomes the Prime Minister. He or she selects the candidate of ministerial position from among his or her colleagues. The Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers chosen by the Prime Minister together form an executive in the parliamentary system. In parliamentary system, the executive has a dual responsibility as an executive to implement laws, and as they are the members of the legislature, they also have to fulfill responsibilities of the legislature. The Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers responsible for the legislature for all their action and policies. It means that the Council of Ministers has to work with the legislature. It is for the reason that the parliamentary system is known as responsible system of government. Another distinct characteristic of the parliamentary system of government is collective responsibility. Decision taken by any ministry department is considered as decision of the government. The entire Council of Ministers is responsible for the decision. In the next two chapters, we will see the examples of how the principle of collective responsibility is brought into practice. In the parliamentary system, the executive is dependent upon the confidence and of the legislature in them. This means that the Council of Ministers remains in the power till it enjoys the support or confidence of the legislature. Now the next point, why did India adopt a parliamentary system? See, India adopted the parliamentary system of government for several reasons. The development of parliamentary institutions started during the British rule. The British rulers governed in accordance with this system. The parliamentary system of government in India is also in a way a product of freedom movement. Indians were familiar with a system of government. Many decisions took place in the Constituent Assembly over the system of government. The framers of the Constitution made few changes in the parliamentary system to suit the Indian situation. Discussion and deliberation are on the integral part of the parliamentary form the government. Questions related to public welfare are discussed in the legislature. Members from the opposition party also take part in these decisions. Opposition parties may support the government wherever the appropriate, point out shortcomings in policies and laws, put up studied arguments and questions, etc. This helps the legislature to make proper laws. The next point, parliamentary system. See, presidential system of government can be said to be another important system of government. This type of system exists in the countries such as United States of America. This system is different from the parliamentary form. In this system, the president is executive and independent of the legislature, and as the head of the state, that is the president, is directly elected by the people. Such a system is known as the presidential system of government. Though the three organs are independent from each other, there were enough connection between them to work in harmony, that means in coordination. The United States of America has adopted the presidential system of government. These are some features of this system. In a presidential form of government, the legislature and the executive are not directly dependent on each other. The houses of legislature and the president are directly elected by the people. The president is the executive head and has lots of powers, including power to implement laws. In spite of such a structure, the legislature and the executive keep a check on each other. This mutual control over each other can be lead to the responsible government.